everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. When you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, LSU Tigers. 48 sports college football rivalry.
Wow, it was pop.
The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return.
I made some substitutions, my bro. It's proper 5. I'm not showing you my bro. You gonna pause? I'm about to call you. Come on. I'm ready, my boy. I'm ready.
Just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
They slow. LSU slow. I gotta put speed on the field. They slow.
First down.
NCAA gotta change that. They, you know, they slow.
Looking to move it through the air. A strike downfield. Oh, look out, there he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball,
You ain't just about to kick my ass, man.
After the back, so it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
So the decision has been made.
I don't play this shit as much, but I know what I'm doing. What?
Offense getting set for first down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
You
The
did that.
defender crossed the line a little bit too early.
I'm too aggressive out there,
for
huh?
the offense. As a defense, you hate to
An
let
aggressive
them move the
defense.
chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw.
Ooh.
They're trying to get to it. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got him downfield.
I know how to block it, nigga.
Take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a
You know,
quarterback
General.
just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. 1st down here for the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Fighting off the defender. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend, and it's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming on the outside.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They'll run for it on 4th
Some of your
down.
bitch ass here.
They
I'm about to beat you.
the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Couldn't ask for better field
I'm just talking just to talk. I'm drunk, nigga. I'm drunk. I'm drunk, nigga.
He'll pull it on the read.
Got him with the white ball.
We are headed to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Unloads to the right. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's the danger. When you've got
Better get right. I got that blitz. You better pick another blitz.
He's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14.
Better pick you another one.
Back to pass, it's Grossmeyer. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
He's going to pass on second down. Fired that
Come on, man. Let's
but it's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have first and goal from the
I got that blitz. You might as well pick another.
On a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
A first down run in the red zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And on that situation, on the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on fourth down. Feeling some heat. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Touch pass on the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
He's going great. Better watch it. That dude's going great.
They'll try to get the first through the air.
Uh-uh.
Caught in the middle. It's held. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points.
You got to find something else, my boy. This shit ain't going to work.
Now on
You
2nd
ain't
down.
going to beat me like this.
Back to throw, it's Ewers. Fires to the big fella.
Yeah.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing
Got to
the
beat me like
stick
this.
with him too. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. He lets it fly.
I like this shit.
And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Good play.
Touchdown
Good play.
Longhorn. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. From the gun. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
They just took too long on me.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's caught. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. to the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout.
You gotta change that blitz, my boy. You gotta change that shit. I'm not no child.
And once he got loose, it was all over.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop.
You see it. You see I can play. Yeah, you running the same thing. How I can't play and you running.
Whatever they want to do and having
My internet ain't doing shit. My internet ain't doing shit. You running the same blitz, my nigga. You running the same blitz, my nigga. The same blitz. I'm looking at that shit. You running the same play. It's easy.
And they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive.
My shit not glitching on my end. My shit not glitching. My mic probably going in and out, but my gameplay not glitching.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bolden. I know he thinks he can.
No, that's because I don't have no headphones. I don't have no headphones on. Yeah, it ain't about the my gameplay not glitching. My voice might be going in and out, but my gameplay not glitching. You running the same blitz, my nigga. You running the same blitz. Not one of them. Well, you gonna see this.
They'll throw it on first down. Shoots it to the left.
Well, no, not on me. Not on me. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Texas offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half.
Same shit.
I got to maximize every single one. Put your
you got. I'm not stopping it. You ain't do nothing out for that play. You scored on that long play. I'm not worried about that.
Some energy, but it's going to start with.
I just say stop.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Hard running there. Running into the open space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Oh, I can't stop it. You ain't do nothing off of there.
Really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge.
Your first drive of the game, you did it. You did that, and you didn't score. You turned it over on down.
Gonna run it. It's Blue. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Second down coming up. Dropping back. It's Ewers. It's caught downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Tackle is made at the 37. Second down.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. That's going to be incomplete. Contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big
No, sir.
target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
I ain't gonna lie, we do got the two teams that's gonna win. Either one of these teams is gonna win it all next year.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quick pass on the fly motion.
Oh,
Past the 25.
man, took that angle.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's got it for the 2-point conversion, and now they're back to within one possession. So
Now, remember, you gotta change that blitz. That's the only one to
and they
defense.
put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
To the
Coming up
house.
with it, it's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Let's see if we change it up. Let's see if we're gonna change it up.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce.
You gotta change that up, my boy.
And he breaks into the open. He's
Gotta change that up.
ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Yeah, we gotta change that up. I'm not one of them.
Game is I'm going to go, where do I have the advantage? Where are my guys better than yours? Maybe they feel good about their matchup out wide. Some of those wide receivers making some of these big plays down the field. This is a good sign for this offense.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to go up top on first down.
Gotcha.
He snares
Gotcha.
it in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Gotcha.
Park. No shot. They have no idea.
Your dude was lost out there, man.
Getting this quarterback's hand.
He's on fire.
He was lost.
He's working defensively.
That ball was way over his head.
We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The offense lining up from first down play.
You can score all you want. You know, I'm not about to lose this
Wide
game.
receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion.
Come here.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver.
Come here.
Different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Coming after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing
Come
the
here.
pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure
Come
on the
here.
quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Ah, good shit.
Down the left side.
Yeah, that nigga stopped slower than a boost, man. They got stops too slow.
Longhorn! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
try total and go for 2. Scanning the field, it's Ewers. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, you tripping. You need to go to bed. You need to go to bed, my boy. You think?
They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside.
Think you gonna get it? They might let you get that motherfucker. Nah.
That's why they call them the hands.
You ain't getting that.
They're able to secure the onside kick.
Nah, hey, you know how you get? Hey, you know how you get onside kicks? I'm gonna show you the game how to get. You gotta stop it in the green, and you stop it right before it get to the. You gotta let the triangle make an oval, and that's where you stop it at. I'm just letting you know, like, if you want that, that's the game. That's the best way to get it. That's how you gonna get a mistake. I noticed that about this game.
Just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a crease. It's Durham. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
All right, we about to see. About to see. We're about to find out right now. We're about to find out.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop. Forcing a turnover, best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter, time to go win it.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy.
Got enough space. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment, late in the fourth quarter, when you need the two-point conversion?
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. To the air, it's Ewers. Fires to the wide. And that ball is picked off. Bringing the heat.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. LSU 28, Texas 26.
I told you how to do it.
About
I told you how to do it.
after punching it in for the touchdown.
Defense on the football.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Okay, Justy, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be in.
Man, these niggas dropping the fucking ball.
Physical and pass deep. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming.
You should have put him back. Gotcha. Oh!
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation.
I'm done for it, my boy.
Clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the ground game. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
Move that nigga.
They'll get him
Fuck.
just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. How valuable is a tight end in the red area, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown Longhorns! And they've moved out front here on the 40.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
So with the lead at 4, they're going to go for 2 to make sure they don't lose it on a late touchdown. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with the lead at 4, you need to go for 2 here and try to at least have the lead be a touchdown. To the air, it's Ewers. And he makes the catch. It's a deuce.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here. The quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas.
And for all that shit about the lose.
16 would have been much better off to take the touchback.
It's the funny part right there. I'm all Jones, though. I'm John
Dive into the playbook here on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a quarterback. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute it.
Ooh.
Nice.
Trying to squeeze you. I'm trying to squeeze it in there.
Knock it away.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort.
One down, I got it there.
Offense in a bunch formation. Misfired on first down. Back to the air on second. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Going the other way.